Hi everyone! Welcome back to another video of LegitGrails for luxury authentication. My name is Alfie and are you ready to separate the real from the fake? Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification button so you can always stay up to date with our videos. We also do Instagram, Reels and TikToks. The link is in the description box and that way you can always stay up to date with luxury news and tricks and tips. And today we have 3 bags ready to talk about them with you. The first one we have is the Hermès Birkin 35. The second one is a Goyard Sac Hardy pet carrier in sky blue. And the third one is a classic Chanel double flat bag. So let's start with the Hermès Birkin 35 in Togo leather in the dark purple color. So this bag actually belongs to my mom. We got it in London back in 2014, which was exactly around 10 years ago. So let's dive into the exquisite world of Hermès with this absolutely jaw-dropping Birkin 35. Bathed in a luxurious dark purple Togo leather and adorned with stunning gold-plated hardware, this beauty isn't just a bag. It's a masterpiece valued at around $13,000 on the market at the moment. This is quite a standard price for Hermès. Today, let's unreveal its secrets and ensure that this is the real deal. So first, let's talk about the craftsmanship, because Hermès doesn't really play around with the craftsmanship, and we all know that they are very meticulous when it comes to how to make a Birkin. And each Birkin is hand-stitched to perfection. They usually have a gently upward slant, unlike the flat, lifeless seams that you see on the fake one, which is obviously done by the machine stitching, which is very straight line and very uniform. That could be a really huge factor to indicate that Birkin is a fake. And then we can take a look at the leather. Although most of the time it is very difficult to identify that if the Birkin is real or fake just through the leather, but that is a factor that you can't miss as well. So as we all know, Hermès use top tier leather like Togo, Epsom, Clemens, each with their own characteristic and the touch. And this Togo leather is not only gorgeous but feels like luxury, and it has a very opulent smell. And when it comes to the fake counterfeit ones, it usually holds a very chemical or acrylic smells to it. Without any support in the bag should hold its shape in a trapezium kind of like shape that we all know, and should not just collapse right away when you take everything out. It should be rigid, sturdy. And moving on to the hardware, to the bling bling. The hardware on an authentic Birkin, including the locks, the keys, the zipper and the feaster, should be of substantial weight and made from high quality metals such as palladium and gold. It should always feel like a certain weight on your hand, that it should never be light. The engravings on the hardware are another critical checkpoint. They should be very precise, clean and shallow. And each piece of hardware should also bear the Hermès logo clearly and correctly spelled. Never any missing letters or missing accent above the E. That would be a very rookie mistake, but that could happen. You definitely can't overlook it when separating the real from the fakes. So and then there you have it. The Birkin is not just a bag. It's a craft. It's a piece of art that requires a long hour of human labor. In my opinion, if you are selling a bag like Birkin at this price, the craftsmanship should be easily spotted and should shine through the bag. The next bag I want to talk to you guys about is a sophisticated Goyard Sac Hardy pet carrier PM in sky blue. I know it is not the St. Louis, the most famous bag that they have, but this bag is also magnificent, and the canvas is just beautiful, and the prints are amazing, and it's very unique. It's truly like a luxury pet carrier for a very fancy dog or cat. Surely it's a statement of luxury and style, with its delicate rolled leather handles, like very thin, delicate, and a sleek silver hardware and zipper, and exquisite ivory canvas interior paired with a removable yellow base and pouch, making it a really nice bag for even just like a casual daily outing or going to gym, walking in the going for grocery shop, and it's priced at around $1,800 on the market right now. Unlike many luxury brands, Goyard is still privately owned and remains till today. And then they reject all the mainstream media advertising and instead relying on the allure of exclusivity, and the word of mouth among connoisseurs. This commitment to privacy and quality is woven into each of the pieces. At the heart of Goyard's allure lies at the iconic chiffon Goyardine print that everybody knows about. It is meticulously hand-screened on top of coated canvas. This technique was developed in 1892. Can you believe it? This print was originally inspired by the Goyard family history as lock drivers. The pattern reveals a gentle sheen over time, like when you use the bag for a long time, you will see like a little, very thin layer of shiny coated on top of the canvas, and that is very normal. That also contrasts with the counterfeits that usually, in general, the bags like a fake Goyard will appear more dull and flat in terms of appearance. One thing that I've noticed about Goyard is that maybe it's because of its exclusivity. When I travel around Asia, which is where I'm from, and I recently went to Malaysia in Kuala Lumpur, I can actually see a lot of the fake Goyards being dangling on the street, hanging on each storefront. You know, where you see very abnormal color that you don't really see on Goyard's website. Considering that they only have a very limited choice of catalog and colors, then that's a huge giveaway that that bag cannot be real. Next one, we're here to talk about the classic Chanel double flat bag. This one is in white caviar leather with silver hardware. It is currently valued at around $8,000 on the market. There's only the second-hand retail price. The crazier thing is that the Chanel classic flat bag prices increases again this year to 6 to 8%, with all of them are now pricing above $10,000. So it is a huge investment, a really good, worthy investment if you girls are thinking of getting one of them. I will review at the end which year of this bag was purchased and made. You guys can go ahead and have a look of the bag overall. Front, side, back, the chain, box. An authentic bag should hopefully have flawless stitches, no loose threads, bumps, or irregularities. However, even a genuine bag sometimes have imperfections from use of age. The quilting should be very precise, aligned and symmetrical throughout the bag. The number of stitches of diamond quilted panel should be between 8 to 11. Throughout the years, it does changes. And so it's completely dependent on the year the bag was produced. The older the bag, usually the less stitches it have. With the newer pieces have slightly more stitchings. So when I have this bag, I started counting it, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stitches across the one panel of the diamond. So next up, let's talk about the logo. As you can see here, the logo is designed in a very specific way. The right hand C should always overlap at the top, and the left hand C should always overlap at the bottom. The chain of the bag should always feel very hefty because it's real high quality metal, and it is designed in such a way that the thread doesn't cut through. It seamlessly goes through in between the buckles. So next up, let's open the flap and inspect the back of the CC lock. So when you open it, one thing that is very crucial to indicate that if the bag is real or not is to look for the lock plate. As you can see here, there's 2 screw heads. So usually Chanel will only use flathead screw, which is the one that is here. There is a minus sign on top of the screw. So if you see like a Phillips head screw, which is a plus, that is an instant indication that the bag is not real. And further, and we can see the Chanel logo, the C's logo here. I know we all don't have a ruler here right now, but the consistency of the distance between the gap in between the 2C and the thickness of the arch of the 2C should be consistent at 0.9 cm. That is very precise. So if you have a ruler at home or trying to find out the measurement, try and do it here instantly. That should be 0.9 cm, 0.9 cm, 0.9 cm, which adds to a total of 3.3 cm. So if we move downwards a little bit, you can see the 2 stamps, Chanel and Made in France. Made in France, if you see Made in France and Italy, that is the correct way of the stamp it should be, because Chanel never uses anything other than France and Italy. So if you see Made in Paris, there is another indication that the bag is fake. Lastly, the serial number tells its own story for sure. For example, it's very hard to show you guys in here, but the serial number of this bag is actually located at this corner. I know it's very hard to spot it. I'm not sure if the camera can focus on it. For example, this serial number starting with 12 indicates this bag was actually produced between 2008 and 2009. Can you guys believe this bag was purchased almost 14 to 15 years ago? This is just to show that, you know, if you actually spend a little bit of time to care for your luxury item and, you know, Honestly, for me, it's the minimal conditions that like you put it in a dust bag, leave it in a temperature control room. A real luxury item can withstand the test of time for sure. If you decide to purchase any luxury bag on some external reseller platforms, LegitGrails can help you authenticate a bag in less than 30 minutes. We have true industry professionals in a combination with an AI verification system so we can spot the fake one in a second. Well, to be more realistic, maybe not precisely in 1 second. Okay guys, so we've seen the real and the fake versions of these luxury items. Stay tuned for more insights and tips on our channel. Until next time, stay vigilant and stay authentic. Bye!